26-0 up in MetLife, and Daniel Jones is he seeing ghosts yet? Because it feels like his feet are very happy thanks to this Cowboys pass rush.
Yeah, I think there's no question about it. It reminds me of Kirk Cousins back in week 11 last year, where the eye level drops, the feet get happy, you don't see the receivers because you're too busy not trusting your line. You could say who could blame him because that's probably an uncomfortable experience for your evening to be sacked 4 times, hit countless other times, and just rattled as DQ. I mean, give him credit for a number of inventive pass rush schemes, a lot of stunts, a lot of games, but at the same time, he's got tons of horses, and it seems like they have a really, really deep pass rush rotation that makes the Cowboys a legitimate title contender. I really think so.
Mike is the most unstoppable force of that deep pass rush, and, there was, one clean sack he had, but he's pretty much opened up lanes for just about every other sack when he's been on the field.
Yeah, he's credited with 4 quarterback hurries already and a sack, and so 4 pressures. He and that's in 18 pass rushes, and so if you look at the front, you've got 8 guys rushing, and so you can go with Hankins, Lawrence, Fowler, Armstrong, Gallimore, Parsons, Odigizua, and even Van Der Esch has 5 rushes. So they have those 8 guys, and you can mix in 4 or 5 of them, rotate them, and they're all getting results. It's a dominating defense because behind it you have a secondary of very useful pieces.
And you could argue the Cowboys' offense really hasn't been excellent tonight. I mean, it's raining. That is a factor in the passing game. The run game really hasn't been standout yet, but you get a blocked field goal for a touchdown early on.
Yeah.
And you get 2 interceptions by Daniel Jones. One was just ridiculous as he's running towards the right sideline, and instead of throwing the ball away, he throws it, and Stephon Gilmore has an easy interception, and then the Cowboys score after that. It's just ridiculous to me that they paid Daniel Jones all that money. I know that he had a good year last year, but he really showed why there's a lot of people that don't believe in him.
Yeah, it's that weird deal. Like if you have, let's say, the 20th best quarterback in the league, and it's time to make a contract decision, are you willing to blindly say, we'll try somebody else? We'll try Garoppolo, we'll try Derek Carr, or we grew this young guy, maybe he's about to break out and turn the corner and become a top 14 quarterback in the league. And if he does, then you're going to feel really dumb that you let him go. So you hang on to him, you guarantee him $82 million, you give him a 4-year deal, and then one day into it or one game into it, you're down 26-0 at the half, and you think, not only is our season not nearly as good as we thought it was going to be, but maybe we really need to just be bad and draft a quarterback. Now, I know it's way too early for that. We knee-jerk every year on week 1 results, Sean, so we should hold the phone on that. But, yeah, Daniel Jones looks awful. He looks absolutely awful, and it's not the first time in his career he's looked awful. Last year, they won some games. They won a road playoff game, which is very difficult to do.
Sure.
Just ask Dak, who also won his first road playoff game, the same weekend, I bet.
Yep.
And so it is what it is. I'll tell you, the offense has made, in my opinion, one memorable play, which was that long third down to CeeDee Lamb on kind of the rub routes, and otherwise they've kind of just stayed out of the way and let special teams and defense win a game, and that's okay. There's nothing to apologize for. I'm sure we'll nitpick it because that's what we do with Cowboy season, but you're up 26-0 at the half. It's raining. Get out of there healthy and get ready for the Jets, because I just don't think there's much intrigue at all in the second half as far as I'm concerned.
No, not really. I mean, Saquon Barkley's kind of been neutralized because of where the score is. Now he'll still get some touches. I am curious to see what Dallas does in the second half offensively. It would be nice to see them run the ball effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, Pollard's only averaging 2.4. Dowdle had 1 carry for 10 yards. We haven't even seen Deuce yet, so
Nope.
I'm curious if he's going to be in there. And also, they've run some offset eye with Hunter Lepke as their fullback, which maybe we'll see more of that in the second half. And by the way, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Chuma Odoga, who we really haven't noticed in the first half. That's a good development with Tyler Smith out.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're hoping for. Is that you get to halftime and you haven't really had to talk about your fill-in left guard who frankly underwhelmed us at training camp. So Yeah, they're gonna be pretty thrilled with where they are. But yeah, they'd probably like to sharpen some things up in the second half, and maybe get some participation out there up and down the roster. Let everybody kind of break the seal on their 2023.
Yeah, let's see some Cooper Rush.
Maybe see
Why
some
not?
Jalen Tolbert, see some Deuce Vaughn, see some T.J. Bass. Who knows? I mean, there's a number of options to get guys out there. You still have to play the third quarter. It's the NFL. You don't want to give the Giants life. But by the fourth quarter, get the JV out there and burn some redshirt years. You know what I'm saying?
And score a few more touchdowns so Brandon Aubrey can focus on PATs, which he missed his first one.
That wasn't great.
No, but he's made some field goals,
Yeah.
so it's hard to complain about anything. Obviously, you want to stay healthy heading into week 2 against the other New York team, the Jets, next week. So, Bob, thanks for sticking around. I know you love doing this for the P1.
You know what? I would do this every week if you guys would let me.
You know what?
It's a real bummer.
I bet
you guys,
Kat would say yes to that.
It's
honestly.
a real bummer you guys won't let me do that. But anyway, it's been fun this time, and we'll see you next year.
So we got the Invasion, Donnie and Matt, along with Mino on the postgame show. So
All
stay
right.
up